FIFA sets out the laws of the game. USSF is a association of FIFA, and USSF says you can modify the laws of the game for size of the field, size of the ball, the number of players. So like 6th grade has 9 on 9 instead of 11 on 11. And I think Brad's going to get into this when we talk about PSA rules.
Yeah, that'll be
after the test. Okay. But if you look at FIFA and USSF, these are the starting points. But they say you're allowed to modify for the age groups, that sort of thing.
And the duration of the half as well. The duration of the half.
The time. Yeah, correct. All right.
Yeah, but I'd know what all the lines are called.
You do what?
I'd know what all the lines are called.
Yeah.
It might be on the test.
That's important. It might be. Probably will be, right?
Probably will be.
The ball. Next is the ball. Does it have to be black and white?
No.
Oh. Does it have to be all one color? Does it have to be 2 colors?
No.
Does it have to be 3 colors?
No.
Can it be purple?
Yes.
Sure. Can it be made of plastic?
No.
Oh. 90% of the balls that you play with are going to be made of plastic. 10% are leather. No. Leather or plastic. First thing the ball has to be is spherical. It's a big word. What does that mean? Round?
Kind of like me, round.
Yeah, but it has to be perfectly round.
Oh,
You're a little lumpy.
I'm a little lumpy, yeah.
All right. The ball has to be approved by the referee before the game. So you fill in the blank there. The ball shall be approved. Checked. Feel of it. Is it properly inflated? Does it have any cuts on it? Does it have any? Why do we want to see if it has any cuts or nicks? There's things flying off of it. It's not perfectly round. Has anybody ever played with a soccer ball that's cut up a little bit? Yeah. Does it roll, fly properly? Pardon me? Right, it can veer off. Most importantly, if it has nicks or is coming apart, it can be dangerous. Those can cut you. That ball's flying about 60 miles an hour. One of those things hit you, it'll cut your skin. Trust me. The ball shall be round, we talked about that, and it has to be properly inflated. And how much was the proper inflation for a soccer ball? I don't know if this will be on the test because as he said, but somewhere between 8.5 pounds per square inch and 15.6 pounds per square inch.
Basically, for our uses, that means it's not going to be mushy and it's not going to be hard as a brick. If it bounces over your head when you drop it, it's probably a little overinflated. If it doesn't bounce at all, you need to put some air in it.
Okay.
That is a coach's job. You guys don't do that.
Where do we get the ball that we play with? Home team. They should provide the ball.
Yeah, which by the way means if you go to the home coach and he says, gee, we forgot our soccer balls, which I've had, don't think, oh, this is a forfeit, go home. Check with the visiting team, he'll have one.
Oh,
If-
you use the F word. Use the F word.
F word?
Forfeit.
Oh, yes.
We don't use that word.
Well, referees don't use that word. Right now I'm teaching.
Okay.
And if neither of them have it, tell one of them to run to a store. I'm not
Okay.
kidding.
So the ball shall be round, spherical, and properly inflated. You're not going to have to remember, as Brad said, somewhere between 8.6 and 15.6 pounds, but it needs to be properly inflated. You can tell. You get it, you feel it, you look it over, there are nicks on it. If it has nicks on it, give it back to them. Say, Coach, do you have another ball? If it's not, if it's too mushy, give it back to them. If they don't have one, go to the visitors. You got a ball we can play with, Coach? All right. Number 3, if the ball needs to be replaced for any reason, replacement must be checked or approved, right? By the referee. Hopefully that'll be you. All right, law number 3, number of players. Total number of players on the field shall be. How many players are on the field in a MLS soccer game?
22.
22, right. 11 for each side. We got 11 here. We got 11 here. One of those 11 on each side has to be designated a what?
Goalie.
Close.
Keeper.
Goalkeeper. Goalies and not. Smoke that beat, I'm sorry. All right, maximum number of players on each side shall be 10 plus 1. 1 keeper. So you've got 10 field players. Plus 1. Okay. We talked about, keep talking about, and Brad talked about our games for youth, and we're able to modify FIFA and USSF rules for the age group. So, number of players, length of the halves, size of the ball, size of the field. By law, once a team playing with the minimum number of players loses one player, regardless of the reason, the match shall be ended. Pardon me? Ended. Abandoned.
Yeah.
We don't forfeit.
My bad.
All right, so if you've got 11 players, 10 plus 1, what's the minimum number of players?
6.
7. 6 plus a keeper. That's the minimum. So if we aren't able to field 7 players, one of which would be a goalkeeper, we have to abandon the game. Okay. Any questions on the field, the ball, number of players? Yes, sir.
Want to talk about subs a little bit, how we do that?
Sure, do that. This is a soccer ball.
Yeah.
It won't bounce. Futsal ball. We don't play soccer with a futsal ball. We play futsal with a futsal ball. So if you get one of those, say, no thanks, coach. You got a regular soccer ball?
Before we do subs, okay, just one quick thing with the ball. Balls are 3 different sizes, a 3, 4, and 5. What we're looking for is the appropriate size for the appropriate people. Everybody kind of knows how big a size 5 ball is, right? You don't want to give that to the kindergartners to kick it around. It comes up to their knees. It's very hard for them to kick, so we give them a size 3. Okay? We don't want to give that same size 3 to the 6th graders because they'll be kicking it across the street every time. We want to give them the little bigger one. So we'll give you the specific rules, who has what, later. But what you're looking for is the ball size being appropriate for the age group. Boy, that sounds like a test question, doesn't it? Okay, sorry, buddy.
And it'll say right on the ball what size it is. Size 5, size 4, size 3. Okay. We're going to talk about substitutions. So we have 11 players on each team on the field. 10 field players plus 1 keeper. Over here on the bench, we have substitutes for each team. Now, according to FIFA laws, you can have 3 substitutes identified for each game, but this is not. This is youth play, so typically we have what's called free substitution, which means a player can be on the field, a substitute can take his place, he goes and sits on the bench, and then later in the game he can come back. Okay? That's not allowed in the game. Substitutions. When can a team make a substitution?
Throwing?
I'm sorry?
Throwing?
At their throw in, typically.
No place stopped.
Pardon me?
Place stopped.
When play stop? No, not necessarily. Really, the only time a team can make a substitution is when the referee says it's okay. And you can do that typically at their throw in. Sometimes we let the other team sub as well. At a goal kick, both teams can substitute. So they'll ask the referee, and the referee will say, come on, call them off. Not at a direct kick, not at an indirect kick, not at a corner kick. At the restart after a goal, at half, injury. Okay. Typically what we ask that they do is, the coaches do, is bring the sub right here at the half line. And if they have a throw in over here, so this is a defending sub, coach will say, referee, I like a sub. Referee will say, okay, make him hold the ball. This guy will wait here until the player he's replacing comes off. If he comes on, the referee will say, okay, we can play. Referee blows this whistle sometimes. Okay.
Did everybody hear the player will come off, then the new player will go on?
Yeah.
Okay, we're real picky about that, as is FIFA. The reason we're picky about it with free sub is because sometimes kids won't get all the way off, the new player will come on, the referee won't notice that, he'll yell play, and one team's got too many players, and the kid won't ever get on. Now you have a goal scored, they have 12 on the field who just scored, they have 11, and now you figure it out. Anybody want that problem?
Team will let you know.
Oh yeah.